In this video, we'll discuss 5 effective coping mechanisms for depression and anxiety, especially during the peak during COVID-19 pandemic, and practical measures you can take starting today to effectively cope. Keep watching. Bonjour, welcome to La Clinique Molière, where we increase awareness and improve quality of living. I'm Rachel. And on this channel, we discuss holistic women's health, maternal child health, self-development, and lifestyle. Let's get to it. Research supports that 4 out of 10 adults reported symptoms of depression and anxiety. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, that number has increased from 1 out of 10 adults. So whether you're bummed about being away from your family and friends or bummed about being with your family and friends, it has great implications. Let's talk about 5 effective coping mechanisms for anxiety and depression. Be sure to check with your healthcare provider if anxiety and depression is impacting your everyday activities of daily living, if you are considering harming yourself or others, or if the non-pharmacological or natural methods are no longer benefiting you. Number 1, mindfulness. So on this channel, we'll always bring us back to mindfulness and awareness and acknowledgement of how we're feeling. So in this case, we'll acknowledge the anxiety, we'll acknowledge the fear, acknowledge that it's a normal physiologic process and that is a protective mechanism, okay? So when I acknowledge the depression, one way I like to acknowledge how I'm feeling throughout the day is to journal. I like to journal how I'm feeling, definitely, especially when I wake, and then throughout the day, if you have no one to express it to, you want to acknowledge how you're feeling, and writing it down is really helpful for me. Also, being mindful of your breath. So conscious breathing, we're going to always take us back to conscious breathing. Conscious breathing is really important because it manages your other symptoms you're feeling of anxiety. So your heart speed racing or palpitating, or your heart rate is increased, so you have your shortness of breath. Being mindful of your breath helps to control those other symptoms. So it always helps me to know that if I'm mindful of my breath, then I can control the other symptoms. Also, being mindful of my breath helps me to decrease the thoughts and in the worry. So I have adopted just being mindful of the inflow and outflow of the breath. So I like to say inflow and I like to say outflow with each exhale. So when I inhale, I say inflow, or you can count as well. So if you're beginning, you may count to 3, 4. In advance, you count longer, obviously. But if you're beginning, you want to do a count. You can count out loud, you can count within, and that helps you to take your mind off of the worry as well. So whether you're saying inflow or outflow, or whether you're counting, that helps to manage the anxiety. Also, yoga is another practice that I find very beneficial to help with anxiety. The research supports that it decreases blood pressure, it manages your heart rate, controlled breathing, controlled stillness, also postures, so you get to quiet the mind, you get to decrease the chatter and all the other worry that's causing the anxiety. So that's another way that you can help to decrease anxiety. Meditation helps release endorphins, your happy hormones. It also brings you to stillness and to quiet the mind. So that's another one, that's a big one on the list. So you definitely want to incorporate meditation practice. Even if you start with 5 minutes in the morning before you get the day started, it would be beneficial. Also, I like to be kind to myself. So I like to just be easy about everything, just be easier with myself. So that helps me to be easy with failures, easy when the day's not going my way. I'm kinder and gentler. Also, for unforeseen events, I like to pet myself and say I am where I am. It's okay where I am. I like to be easy about it. I also like to include some of my favorite positive rampages, and I'll put that in the description below by Hicks, and I hope you find that to be helpful as well. So the idea with positive affirmations is you change your thoughts, you directly influence how you feel. So affirming daily and affirming those thoughts out loud, especially if you're having a trigger or if you're expecting one, or you know you're going to get on that flight, or you know you're going to have a presentation, you can say your affirmations. So Feud, just by Abraham, all is well with me, everything is working out for my greater good, I am in good hands. So those are just a few to name. You can create your own, but just remember to have a few go-tos that you like and that you want to incorporate in your daily practice. Number 2, exercise. So we're probably always going to go back to exercise as well because there's so many health benefits. But in this case, there's a release of happy hormones, your endorphins, so that can directly influence and improve your mood and decrease anxiety. So get to moving. Number 3, herbal therapy and supplements such as ashwaganda. It's a mood enhancer and it also can boost energy in the treatment for depression. Also, herbal teas such as lavender or chamomile can help decrease stress hormones that are directly related to anxiety and cause a relaxing effect, so that can be beneficial. CBD oils are also therapeutic benefit, and there are CBD oils that are THC free. Number 4, nature and sun therapy. So there's a natural boost of energy and improved mood when you get out in the sun. Okay, so there's so many health benefits of sun and nature therapy, including decreasing stress and anxiety, boosting your immune system, and weight loss. And mostly it fights off depression. So that's just to name a few. So get out into the sun. So there is something that I would highly recommend, and that's daily sun therapy. So that's your prescription. I recommend daily doses of the sun. Please reconsider if you're one that tends to avoid the sun, and you have no health conditions that warrant avoiding the sun. The sun is a force, yes, but you should not fear it. You should respect it, but you shouldn't fear the sun. So get out there and get in the sun. The biggest disadvantage would be to avoid the sun. Really. So protect your skin, get some sunscreen on. I do body sunscreen. I also do a facial sunscreen. So find a facial sunscreen that doesn't cause film or doesn't make you look oily. Wear it daily. Protect your skin. And I also like to wear a visor or a hat. Just put one in your car and have it at all times, but don't avoid the sun. Get out there. Number 5. Aromatherapy essential oils. And we're probably always going to list some of my favorite things, as long as it applies, of course. But these are always my favorites. I have a few: lavender, clary sage, bergamot, and those are some of my favorites. But try out so many. There's so many that have similar benefits for relaxation or for depression, anxiety. Find a few and just have a few of your favorites that you always go to and have them in your bag. I don't go anywhere without a select few of aromatherapies in my bag, so I would highly recommend that practice. It's been so beneficial across the years for me, and I highly recommend it for you as well. That does it for this video. I hope this helps someone. I'll always share my hacks, my routine that's helped me along the years, and my daily practice for self-development, success, women's health, love, relationships, and much more. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you do, what your routine is for natural therapies that you use to help decrease anxiety and depression. Also, feel free to like and subscribe if any of this resonated with you. Please share this video with someone you think might benefit from it. We're trying to increase awareness and improve quality of living. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you in the next video. Check out my other videos on the secret to happiness, insomnia, and then a few others. We have so much to talk about, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.